Good evening, folks, and welcome to tonight's Super Metroid Zelda 3 Combo Randomizer Normal Logic Race. I am Big Box, flying solo on commentary. And I am joined by cool Papa Bell 2282, flying solo on tracking. How is everyone doing tonight? Alrighty, so all our runners are ready. We've got Miss Metroid in the race room gatekeeping for us. So real quick, one of the things I love to see in races like this is racers navigating without the morph ball. It takes a lot of practice and it's hard to get done, but it's one of my favorite things to see. All right, so we've got the signal. We'll be underway soon. I see in chat you're calling me loud. I am sorry about that. Alrighty, looks like we are underway. We have one item in logic here, the morph ball pedestal down in Retro Brinstar, but that takes time to check at this point, so we'll probably see everyone just heading right into Link to the Past. Yep. Okay, so we have Shadow Sprite from Final Fantasy VI. Cool. Blueberries on the Lake Hylia Island. No way we're gonna see that. Red Rupee at Sanctuary Chest and Missile Pack at Link's house. Real quick, we've all racing on stream for you. We've got Blendation and Maniacal. Off stream, we've got Niterific, Apathy Duck, A-Care, Hitaka, PP Chan, Jax Frog, Tony T. Young, Freddie N3LN, Tracy M, MM2 Nest Cartridge, SP Ridley, and Zeruvian. So we've got a pretty big field today. Alrighty, we got 20 rupee drop from the bush crab. That's a good drop. And from one of the tree poles, we got another 20 rupees. Blendation's into the moat. Ooh, tunic upgrade. Very nice. And it looks like Maniacal is heading to check. Yeah, Lumberjack Ledge. That's just missiles. Power bumps for Blendation from Uncle. That'll be really helpful once we find that morph ball. Oof, puns. Ooh, Book of Mudora at the Mushroom Spot. That's early access to Desert Palace. And Maniacal, it's possible, considering where he is, he might take this and check the pedestal. Pedestal check at 2.5 minutes. Don't see that often. And just a plus bomb capacity. That is dead at 2 minutes, 30 seconds. Blendation finding his bush crab. Ioka 84. Very possibly this is the earliest pet has ever been checked. Probably about the same time, any other time that book has been in that spot. If Chad Miss Metroid is working on the game audio issue, till then, you've just got my beautiful voice. If anyone in chat could give me a hand with how the tree pull tiers are determined, yeah, Super Metroid is my specialty. Most of what I know about Link to the Past has come from commentating these randomizers. Okay, looks like we jumped a bank into Kakariko. The bottle vendor had a big heart. That's nice early. Blendation's still back in the Lost Woods. Harpiece in the tavern. Okay, this is the shop. Maniacal's going to buy some bombs. That'll get him through the Sphere Zero checks quick. Now, don't blame him for that. Blendation found one bomb somewhere. That'll get him just through Blind's basement. Maybe he'll might find some more down here. Kirby Fan 9000. PED is a bomb capacity upgrade. So there's some super missiles and not sure if you guys saw that too, but my stream just froze for about 15 seconds. All I saw Blendation get out of Blind's basement was super missiles. T1D Panda, thank you for that explanation. Ooh, there's the hook shot in the back of the well. Some more bombs. T1D Panda, Semper Fire Dog, thank you. And something Mag is confirming that the Super Missile Pack was the best thing in Blind's basement. Okay. What was the first item in the well? I missed that. All right, Blind's basement also had an energy tank for Super Metroid. That's pretty nice. Yeah, the earlier you find health, the better. And that first chest in the well was just a missile pack. Alrighty, the book gives us access to desert. So my guess is that's the only early progression we've had. So I think that's where we're going to be heading next. Right. Also got the dam, mini Moldorm, and I believe the Ice Rock Cave on the other side. Some very slick use of the hook shot there by Maniacal. I believe that trick works because while blocks are being moved, they're considered water. I think that's how that works. Okay, Chad, am I the only one who's having trouble with the stream? I just lost about 20 seconds. I did not see what was in the library. All right, that's the Bombos medallion at the race game. Maniacal's taking out the mini Moldorms with his hook shot. Flippers and supers, more power bombs, 50 rupees, and more supers. Alrighty, yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm closing out a few of my other programs to make absolutely sure I'm not using too much bandwidth elsewhere. Also possible it's other folks in the house using Netflix, which it's about that time of night here. Maniacal, yeah, Maniacal is absolutely farming that bush crab. He's got his Zora money now, and he can get there with those flippers he found in the mini mold worm. So that is 4 items in that area, if I recall correctly. Zora himself, the ledge, and the 2 items in the Waterfall of Wishing. Okay, Miss Metroid, it's stream set. Okay, I just wanted to double check on that. Thank you for confirming that wasn't my fault. Oh, there was a full heart in the muddy item was a full heart. Alrighty, looks like Blendation is gonna head off and follow in Maniacal's footsteps as he's at Ice Rod Cave. And there's the other tunic upgrade. So we are on red mail. We are at potential red mail at 9 minutes. And Maniacal going for a swim. I believe right down here is one of the portals to Zora's domain. Of note is that Blendation has now found two packs of power bombs. The magic number is 3 packs. That's 15 power bombs total, and that's enough to get through the Metroids in Torian without having to backtrack and reload if the ice beam does not show up. And it also means you don't have to rely on drops. All right, Maniacal heading over to the hobo. Some people will tell you that he's just hiding from his wife. I don't think so with that tent there. For $50. Father Sherman, what are you asking about crystal flashing for? Oh yes, 3 power bombs is enough to crystal flash. It's not a I don't believe the logic expects you to do it anywhere, but it is enough. Alrighty, Maniacal is into Zora's domain. Here's the Waterfall of Wishing, there's missiles, and there's blueberries. I played the Super Metroid Randomizer a couple of times years ago, way back when Desirex was the one maintaining the tool. It's been a while. And there's another 50 rupees on the Zora ledge. The Blendation is following in Maniacal's footsteps pretty closely. So, do we have a life lesson, a love lesson, or do we have value today? I guess that's okay. Father Sherman, yeah, 3 power bomb packs is for the exact reason I said. It's enough to kill the Metroids and Torian without having to rely on drops and without the ice cream. Zephon 111, that is Shadow from Final Fantasy VI. Ooh, that the map check there was too quick. I did not catch where anything was. Sprint 6864. I think I can agree with you on that, but to be fair, it was my first Final Fantasy, so I'm probably a little biased. Blendation heading out without getting the super missiles from Zora. We know he's not missing out, but he doesn't. So we'll see if that hit. We'll see how that changes what he decides to do. I'll agree that FF5 is good, and I certainly enjoyed mastering every job, but that was once you do that, the game is just nothing. Super easy. Alright, it looks like we've got our first major route divergence. Maniacal's heading for the castle dungeon, and Blendation's heading for the desert area. What happened last night, Semper Fire Dog? I would have loved to watch, but I had to work. Maniacal stuns the guard with the hook shot and is bombing him to death. That's all we've really got for weaponry. Alrighty, Agina the Sage is hiding $20. Yeah, we've at least got background audio. And I'm echoing. I can hear myself echoing, so that's weird. Alrighty, what did we see at the off chest off to the side? Well, there's our first sword in Desert, and a red rupee in Zelda Cell. Yeah, there's the background audio again. Desert Ledges, the flute. How about that? Meantime, Maniacal's heading for the Eastern Palace area, 3 atoms out of Sahasrara's cave, and the knowledge of where the green pendant is. Skull Woods, isn't that one of the worst? Empty bottles, super missiles, arrow capacity. Alrighty, looks like Blendation is heading off to activate that flute. Alrighty, Blendation is, I didn't see where he's, okay. Blendation is floating to Death Mountain. He's going to rescue Gary the Old Man. This will be an out-of-logic check without the flute, but he's got the sword he can hold out charge to navigate with. Alrighty, Maniacal's back into Kakariko. Oh, he's taking that bottle to the sick kid for a reserve tank. Sometimes those can be important, but in a normal logic scene, not really, because there's no normal logic never expects you to do runs with heated rooms without the various. Blendation got nothing relevant from the old man. Player Livestorm, thank you. I did not see that red meringue in the library. We've been dealing with some technical issues tonight. Alrighty, Blendation checking the Crocomire escape item. It's the X-ray scope. We might see that, but most likely not. Hard piece at the right here. Interesting trap by Blendation. Uses a super missile to dislodge the gamer from the ceiling so that it can't walk away from him and waste time by getting out of his range, and then him having to wait for it to come back to destroy it to open the metal door. Alrighty, Blendation heading up here. The item on top of Spectacle Rock is out of logic till we find the mirror, but there is the item in Spectacle Rock that we can get. Ooh, it's our Moon Pearl. Isn't that the vanilla location for the Moon Pearl or something? And I did not see what was in the inside Spectacle Rock. Oh, right, it's in Hera. Very close to vanilla. What is on top of Spectacle Rock in vanilla? Dark Beast, thank you. Alrighty, Blendation is heading to Paradox Cave. 7 items in here. Two on the bottom here, and then 5 more up top. 300 rupees and the magic third power bomb pack. He doesn't need any more after this, but the more you have, the better. Especially until more ball bombs show up. Diagonal Runabout. Blendation sprite is Shadow from Final Fantasy VI. Missiles. Bottle. Red Ruby. Wave Beam. Wolf Ball. All right, that is some excellent Super Metroid progression. Yeah, I say this all the time in these races, but it bears repeating. You don't need a lot of items to beat Super Metroid. Listless Low Percent is only 15, and 9 or 10 of those are ammo or health. Alrighty, looks like Blendation's heading up to the top of the mountain from the other side, and I believe this will let him get to Tower of Hera. Floating Island is just a missile pack. No need for that. Okay, so okay. Do you need? Okay, so it's either hammer or mirror to get to Hera, correct? Hammer this way, and then mirror from Spectacle Rock. Hammer 8 hook or mirror. Thank you, Alharm 9. And then there's a heart piece in the bottom of Spiral Cave. Blendation saves and quits and is resetting to Super Metroid, which will respawn him back at the ship. Two energy tanks, 30 missiles, 15 supers, 15 power bombs. Blendation's sitting pretty good here. Alright, he's going for the wall jumps up to the gauntlet. This is not in logic on normal because these wall jumps are very hard, but there's nothing stopping him from doing it if he's capable. And it certainly looks like he is. Billy T. Bum, I've said that a few times. I've said that a few times so far. Thank you for the confirmation. Monaco gets an 8-second race game time, beating Blendation's 9-second. And he's floating over to Death Mountain himself. Alrighty, looks like Monaco's just going to be following in Blendation's footsteps. So we will focus on him for a little bit. There we go! He made it up and then dropped the wall jump. That's a heartbreaker. Blendation's first check-in criteria will be the Bomb Torizo. And you will not have to fight Bomb Torizo because the trigger for that fight is having the Morph Ball bombs in your inventory. Missile Tank, nothing doing there. Blendation not bothering to try the Alcatraz escape by wall jumping up the left side and morphine as you ascend. That is a trick that can be required on the hard logic. Into the Terminator room, so named because if you press and hold fire at the right time, you can just shoot everything. Gets a heart piece out of it, big heart out of it. Gonna head up and backdoor check the 2 items in Gauntlet here to see if they're worth getting. +5 aero capacity and missiles, absolutely not. So the last thing will be the Chozo item in the middle of the Gauntlet. Opens the door leading to Torian as he's heading off to the left. And avoids the Kagos and is on his way to Brinstar. You are an evil man, Technomagus. Alrighty, Blendation going for what's called Mock Ball. Gets it first try. There's our Various suit. And the Mock Ball trick lets you keep running speed in ball form. Which is just enough to roll under those gates. Normally you would need Speed Booster for those. Some more energy, some more blueberries, and a blue rupee at the early supers item. Alrighty, that Various suit puts most of Upper Norfair into logic. Blendation's gonna check the Atakun area first. Gets the Moonfall, which involves moonwalking off of a ledge in a specific way. It causes you to fall with uncapped vertical speed. Another heart container. There's our mushroom. We can fake powder with that or turn it into the witch. The fake powder is another trick that is not expected by the logic. Blendation seems to be struggling a little bit in this area, and I don't blame him. This area is a pain in the butt. Wall jumping up here past the Etakuns. Yeah, this is how you would learn to wall jump if you were playing Super Metroid for the first time. Super missiles. Gets a very tight mock ball there to avoid falling down the shaft. Billy T-Bum, you are correct. The current version of the combo randomizer does not expect any link to the past sequence breaking. Oh, Maniacal's into Norfair. There was a super missile at the second item in E-Tank and more super missiles. Alrighty, Maniacal doesn't have that Various suit yet, but he has enough ammo to beat Ridley. Ridley has 18,000 health, he takes double damage from super missiles, and they do 300 normally, so that's 600 with the double, times 30 is 18,000. I didn't see what was... There's our mirror at Mission Impossible. Ooh, the seat's starting to speed up. Meantime, Maniacal is gonna head up from Norfair, and he's probably gonna go for trade, get his first boss out of the way, because there's really no better time to do it. And Angle Runabout is absolutely correct. That gets us our Moon Pearl. Blendation did a super missile acceleration clip there. He fired it in such a way that it hit an off-screen block before it could despawn. And this item here is what you would normally get to after fighting Spore Spawn. It's our Pegasus boots. Oh my! Maniacal heading through the long hallway before Kraid. There's Mini Kraid. He goes down like a... I can't say what I'd like to say. Eye-door goes down. And we are heading for Kraid. There is a trick you can use to, if you hit him fast enough, you can stunlock his mouth open and kill him before he can stand up. So we'll see. Will Maniacal do that, or will he take Kraid to the prom? And there's our magic powder at the wave gate item, and he took Kraid to he bought that big Kraid DLC. And something that just points out that there is a puzzle in Link to the Past that expects you to bonk, so it is part of that logic. I did not realize that. Ooh, Spring Ball and Morphle Bombs. All of the key items getting dumped on us here. Pyroman specifying that the fairy room in the GT climb is where you're expected to bonk. That is interesting. I did not know that. Hookshot in Hookshot Cave, because yeah, you can bonk to the first chest there. I think I've seen that happen actually. That's another tricky wall jump that Blendation just did. Kraid tank room. There's our bow. Big Pink and Kraid's Lair paying out dividends for both our runners. Heart piece at Retro Brim Power Bombs. Heart piece at the Morphle pedestal. Alright, but yeah, Maniacal is going to be heading most likely to... What's it called? Yeah, Red Tower, yes. Yeah, we'll definitely stop here to check the spacer item. Alpha Missiles is just vanilla. And welcome to the 18-person rating party from Speed Gaming 2. This is a Link to the Past Super Metroid combo randomizer race. We are about half an hour in, and we are just getting dumped with key items here. Ooh, Fire Rod at Spacer. Alrighty, Blendation is heading for the Billy Mays room. We'll explain why it's called that in just a minute. $19.97, it certainly seems like it might be. Blendation gets stuck in the water. Crouches before jumping to get just a little extra height. Maniacal did a spring ball jump there, which functions by turning spring ball off, jumping, rolling, and then turning spring ball back on. Second sword in Billy Mays, but wait, there's more in Energy Tank. So that is also, with access to Hera, that's also access to the Ether Tablet. With the mirror, that also gives us access to the... No, we don't have Dark World access yet, so we can't quite get to the Bombos Tablet. Yes, this seed is blowing wide open very quickly. Maniacal at the top of the red tower, heading for Alpha Power Bombs, and the one item behind it, Wake Medallion. And missiles, that's vanilla. Blendation in the old Mother Brain room. There is one item below her tank here. It's just a heart piece. He's not going to take that. Maniacal heading for Beta Power Bombs now. Silver Rain, there's some issues on Speed Gaming's side. I'm not really sure what's going on. Miss Metroid is working on it and trying to get Fiesel in too. All right, Maniacal heading up to east of the ship in Crateria. Alrighty, Blendation is heading for Omega Missiles, the final item you get in 100% item collection runs. There's our first glove at the moat. And Maniacal gets the continuous wall jump across the moat very easily. That is not expected on the normal logic, so anything Maniacal does here will be out of logic. The Power Glove itself is not out of logic, though. Alright, Blendation transitioned back to Link to the Past, and I think he's probably going to get that he's either going to get that Moon Pearl or he's going to chase the Varia into Norfair. Okay, Moon Pearl. Meantime, Maniacal is into the wrecked ship. There's one item here that can be checked before powering the ship up by defeating the boss Phantoon. This is what I call the Super Metroid Harmless Hellway because there's our Ice Rod. So much for Ice Rod Hunt. And yes, Maniacal would love to have his Varia now. Meantime, Blendation is checking the tablet for $20. Ioka 84, yeah, Maniacal got it from the Super Metroid Harmless Hellway in the wreck ship. Right now, Phantoon is the definition of RNG. He can move for a long, medium, or short amount of time before he becomes vulnerable, or fast, medium, slow if you prefer that terminology. And then he can leave his eye open for a long, medium, or short period of time before he closes it and disappears again. Okay, this is looking like it might be, this is a slow. And now he's just being a troll. Alright, that's 4 missiles into him, and Maniacal going for Doppler strats. You can stun lock his eye open by hitting him more frequently than every 10 frames, but that is as fast as you can fire missiles, so you have to move forward while firing so that they hit more frequently. It's the Doppler effect in science, basically. The blue shift effect. $50 in Tower of Hera for Blendation. I didn't see if he found the other prize in here. Other prize was a heart piece. Thank you. Another slow pattern for Maniacal. And finishes off Phantoon with the super missile. As with Ridley, super missiles do double damage to Phantoon. But if one hits him and doesn't kill him, it'll enrage him, and he'll sit at the top center of the screen for about 30 seconds and just waste time sending out waves of flames. And that attack is also very hard to dodge with what Maniacal has. Alrighty, we've got 2 Super Metroid bosses down for Maniacal and a Link to the Past boss down for Blendation. Both runners making good progress at this stage. Blendation Blendation about to turn that mushroom in. As Maniacal's cleaning out the wrecked ship. Okay, I believe. Okay, chat, check me on this. I think we need grappling beam or something similar, grappling beam or gravity suit to put wrecked ship in logic. Continuous wall dump is not in logic on normal, but I'm not sure what else is. Grapple and gravity. Oh yes, Shine Spark, Technomagus. Gravity, grapple, speed, space jump. Yes, all that makes sense. I don't. Yeah, there's a diagonal bomb jump you can do, but I don't think any logic setting expects you to be able to do that. Yeah, Henshin Rider, that would be requiring a diagonal bomb jump, and that's really tricky to do. Yeah, without gravity, you would have to do a diagonal bomb jump. Alrighty, Maniacal manages to power bomb jump up through here. Alrighty, that's a... Was that King's Tomb that that Blendation just checked, or was it Bonk Rocks? Okay. Alrighty, Blendation is heading on into Norfair. Yeah, all of Upper Norfair is open to Blendation here. Very Maniacal heading through the top, heading up to the top of the wrecked ship into the attic. Yeah, I have to clear out every enemy in this room to get the doors to unlock. So start in the center, go right to get enemies, go left to open the door, and then go back to the right for the attic item in the next room. And since the door was opened, it will now stay open. Blendation gets another mock ball roll to heading for the ice beam area. And Blendation right there shows off one of the nicer things about how you can move in Super Metroid versus Fusion and Zero Mission. Rolling into a ball does not reset your upper momentum, and there's Kate of Samaria at the ice beam room. Okay, so was that... Okay, so I missed what Maniacal was doing while I was talking about Blendation. Did he get the... Was that the hammer that he found at the attic? Alright, Blendation heading down this way to Crumble Tower. Maniacal going to check the... Okay, yeah, so that's just bombs at the wrecked ship reserve. That requires Speed Booster to get to for the Shine Spark, so there's no way he's going to get those. Ooh, Plasma Beam at the Crumble Tower item. Yeah. Ooh, all the way down. And there's the Spazer for Maniacal at the middle of the ocean. What was at the... Has he checked top of the ocean yet? No, he hasn't. That's what he's doing now. Oh, he's going for a spring ball jump to get up onto the... I don't know what they're called. Ooh, he almost had it. It was really close. Super Metroid is a little strange with some enemies like this. There are some of them that the game will continue to track the movement of while they're off screen, and then some of them that it won't. I don't know which one, I don't know what the logic is, which ones it does and which ones it doesn't. Yeah, I remember years ago taking advantage of certain enemies like that, doing no boss, no mini boss, maximum collection runs. Ooh, screw attack. Very nice. Alrighty, Blendation into Crate's Lair. We've already seen this, so we'll take a look at Maniacal for a bit. He's heading for the Bowling Chozo. And there will be 2 items down there that he can get. Very nice. Makes it across in 2 hits. And he'll now have a 30-second break to get a drink, wipe his hands, catch his breath. And Blendation gets the crate quick kill that I was talking about earlier. That's 1 for 2. And there's our 3rd sword upgrade at the Chozo here. So, very likely that both our runners will have vanilla gravity suit. How about that? Hashtag, is this even randomized? Alrighty, and based on what I'm seeing of ammo counts, Maniacal basically has Super Metroid Go mode at this point, aside from ammo for Mother Brain. Because I am aware, chat, that is our 3rd sword. It was Master for Maniacal because he hasn't found the one Blendation found in Hera. I think we are, Cool Papa Bell. Mitt and Medallion from No Mode. And Maniacal making the wall jumps up to the gauntlet look like absolutely nothing. Blendation and Maniacal are absolutely putting out a clinic here. Alrighty, and the Chozo in the gauntlet is just a heart container, so if Blendation doesn't go back for that, it's not going to be any great loss. Okay, most likely Blendation is going to start doing the upper north here. Or not. He's gonna chase his Link to the Past progression. Alrighty, looks like, yeah, Blendation is gonna head for Eastern now. Yeah, Eastern is full clearable, but we've only had one map check, and it was less than a second long. I don't know what's in Eastern. I think the... Okay, so... Alright, okay, so Papa Bell, you must have seen that earlier, so good, thank you. But, yeah, 3 crystals... Were there any red crystals in Light World? Oh, yes, Terra is marked as one of them. And Maniacal doing the Alcatraz escape that I talked about when Blendation was there. Billy, we haven't even been in Dark World yet. And we were there for maybe 10 seconds when Blendation got his Moon Pearl. Alrighty, Blendation showing us some new content at this point. There's one prize out of 3, I believe, in Eastern. $20. Alrighty, and Maniacal is following Blendation to Eastern. There's our big key. That'll get us to the Armos Knights. Although I do believe they are out of logic without the lamp. Already there's our second prize, Missile Tank. There's the map in the big chest. While I'm thinking about it, is there any layout that can make the lamp not logically required, or is it always because is there just no layout that Nation doing some dark rooms here. I am told that these are some of the easier dark rooms to do. Okay, so that's four. Okay, so that is four dungeons that require a lamp, and since there can only be 3 pendants, Papa Bell, how is that possible? Because I was under the impression that the dark room gauntlet Blendation just did is the only way through it. There's the compass. I believe that means our last item is on the Armos Knights. Oh, yeah, I think I remember hearing that, Ginception, that your Link to the Past logic considers lighting torches to be logical access to dark rooms. Right, if I recall correctly, it's version 29 is what Total forked to make the combo randomizer logic. And speaking of Total, you should give him a follow for the many hours of entertainment that he's given us by making the combo randomizer. And while you're at it, you should also follow our runners, Blendation and Maniacal. And if you wouldn't mind following myself and Cool Papa Bell 2282, we'd both love you for it. Alrighty, Blendation at the Armos Knights. They each take 3 arrows apiece. They take 3 arrows apiece. Trying to set up to get a third hit on. He doesn't quite get it. Yeah, I was trying to avoid that, but he gets through it handily. Gets a heart piece for his trouble and his second crystal. Alrighty, so we are on 2 Super Metroid bosses. 2 Super Metroid bosses for Maniacal, and about to have his first Link to the Past boss, versus 2 Link to the Past bosses and 1 Super Metroid boss for Blendation. Alrighty, Blendation is heading back to Desert. I do not recall if it was actually Bootlocker or if he just dipped out early. Okay, he opened it and then flew away? What does he have in mind? Oh, he's gonna go pay Zora for the nothing he had. Oh, there's a glove. Somehow I didn't process that you needed a glove for Desert. Which part do you need it for? Oh, right, the rock formation covering the back. Just never processed that somehow. All right, so we know where that glove is to get him in there. Alrighty, Blendation. If I had to guess, yeah, he's gonna start chasing that barrier suit. Maniacal heading into the to the castle escape sequence. 3 items in here. Normally you'd have high jump boots here. Doesn't seem like anything doing in the escape. Yeah, you'd have high jump boots normally, but so Blendation has to do the infinite bomb jump to get there. Cathedral there's our grappling beam. All right, that is our access to the wrecked ship. So we know how Maniacal can put himself back in logic. Alrighty, looks like Maniacal is heading Maniacal's heading up the mountain to long way around to Hera. Alright, Blendation going for trying to kill some enemies here. Not quite sure what he's got his mind on. Oh, he was getting it out of the way so we get infinite bomb jump up here. Yeah, and the game, yeah, this is the normal logic. The tricks that are expected are things that the game shows you in the attract demos or teaches you in the game, like the wall jump and the shine spark. And you are shown infinite bomb jumping during the attract demo, so it is expected on normal. Ooh, there's another bottle and a heart piece container. Right, maniacal. Okay, based on what I think I've seen here, is the Hera small key locked in the basement? Foundation using the grapple beam for its intended purpose. Like, what? Ready, Blendation on his way to the... Okay, so compass in the big chest means that, yes, the small key locked itself in the basement. Yeah, Blendation on his way to the speed booster room. There are 2 items here. There's $100. He's not going to bother. And missiles. Now, the lava will not start rising because he does not have the speed booster, which is the trigger. Which having it is the trigger to do that. Going for hammer strats on Moldorm. That's 3 hits if you get it, and it avoids his enrage. Alrighty, so that's 5. That's a total of 5 bosses to 3 in Maniacal's favor. Ooh, Blendation takes a fall. That's unfortunate. platforms Blendation is hopping across, these have the potential to glitch out on you and just cause you to fall straight through. Alrighty, so there's arrows in the wave beam room. Yeah, we know Maniacal has to get to Green Brinstar, but so I think he's running out of checks to make. I don't think there's not much else he can check at this point. Oh yes, he can do Meridia. Duh. Okay, so Main Street Missiles is an energy tank. Crab Supers is a missile tank. And he's heading into, okay, yes, he's heading here toward Mama Turtle. Alrighty, Blendation is heading for Crocomire, and as they say, always bet on Croc. That's a vanilla energy tank in the Mama Turtle room, and super missiles, that is not vanilla. Blendation into the Crocomire fight at right about the 1 hour mark. Crocomire is backed up by your ammo. He doesn't actually take damage. The beams back him up based on your combination. Missile is 1 step, super missile is 3 steps, and the object is to just back him onto the bridge, which will crumble underneath him and dump him into the boiling acid. Alrighty, I believe. Did Maniacal do a spring ball jump or a gravity jump to get up here? I was watching Blendation by Crocomire. Super missiles at the Croc E tank. Heading over toward the watering hole. Nothing doing in the watering hole. We also have no idea where the charge beam might be. Blendation uses the grappling ripper to head across here. Normally you'd get power bombs, but this time we get the lamp. That resolves the Eastern Palace logic hole rather nicely. Alrighty, Maniacal heading over here to save his game. There are the 2 sand pits here that you can check, and he is saving so that he can check one. If it doesn't pan out, reset to the save, check the other. A lot faster than going around. Blendation there abuses super missile acceleration to open that gate from the wrong side. Maniacal going for a snail clip, which is another trick that can be expected on hard. Second attempt for 300 rupees and 10 arrows. Nothing doing. Grapple Beam Chozo is a power bomb pack. Okay, yeah. Blendation without high jump or anything like that is going to have to, if you want to check the Indiana Jones missiles here, he's going to have to infinite bomb jump up there. Alright, looks like nothing doing for Maniacal in the right sand pit. Ooh, Blendation drops the infinite bomb jump. The timing is pretty precise for that. The double bomb jump gets you up a lot faster, but it's also even more precise. Oh man, he's not even far enough over to check. He's gonna have to YOLO bounce over to the right. Ooh, that was ballsy. But just 10 arrows, so nothing doing. Yeah, I was focused on Blendation there again. I didn't see if Maniacal got anything out of the left sand pit. More power bombs at Sine Wave Room. Alrighty, I gotta run upstairs real quick. I am so sorry, folks. I will be back as quick as I possibly can. Alrighty, folks, I am back, and it doesn't look like I missed anything. See Blendation heading for wrecked ship. Maniacal's gonna get his... what was this? Samaria. Alright, it looks like I picked a reasonable time to have to head upstairs. Looks like, yeah, we're not seeing too much new right now. So let's speculate. What are we missing? We're missing mitts, and I think yeah, that's it. Mitts and maybe medallions for go mode. At an hour 7 in, that is crazy. Technically, better sword and silvers are not required, Billy. Yeah. Yeah, but although Master Sword Silverless is awful. Papa Bell, I think we have access by bomb jumping up the lava room. I'm not 100% sure if that's expected by the logic, though. Okay, so you can't do bomb jump with the lava dive ability? I think there was a spot in Ganon's Tower where you require mitts too, but I'm not 100% sure. Or Silver Ray might be right, it might be to get there. Oh, and okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, we don't know where Ether Medallion is, but we have Bombos and Quake. Alright, Maniacal finally seeing where his Varia suit is. Alright, I just noticed Blendation did indeed get his X-ray scope from the Crocomire escape. So that is, we are now a charge beam away from the microwave strat on Baboon and Dragon. Blendation grapples across the spike pit leading to the X-ray scope. What do we got here? Cart base. Link to the past, Ken. X-ray scope is the 5th item on Blendation's item bar at the top. It's the one after the grappling beam he has highlighted. When you use it, it reveals what most blocks in the game are if they're not what they appear to be. Yeah, all those blocks that the Powerbomb Blendation Blade just destroyed, the X-ray scope will show you exactly what those blocks were and what you would need to destroy them. And we've got, as before, we've got Blendation and Maniacal kind of crisscrossing each other again. Well, not crisscrossing, that's the wrong word. We're not seeing new content again, is what I'm trying to get at. All right, Blendation is heading up here. Did he get his? Has he gone direct ship yet? I thought I remembered seeing him do it for his power glove. Yeah, we have not had a Dark World map check yet. All right, Blendation is going to infinite bomb jump up to the Criteria power bombs. Cackup Zero. I hope you get better, man. Yeah, I haven't lost anyone super close to me because of COVID, but there was a coworker that I was kind of friends with. Well, not a coworker now, but he was a coworker for a while. I kept up with him on Facebook a little bit. We had wanted to go see a wrestling show at some point, but we just never got there. Instead of saying now we're never gonna. Link to the past can. Yeah, simple infinite bomb jumps like that are in logic because the game shows you how to do it during the attract demos. It is what it is indeed. I'm glad I can help provide you some entertainment as you hopefully recover. Monaco gets his nope tank out of Green Hill Zone. Okay. All right, Blendation is going to go for the infinite bomb jump up to the gauntlet. That is in logic. Yeah, gets the midair start by jumping, morphing, and then starting the bomb jump on the way up. That saves a little bit of time. He should be okay if he just gets to this first ledge here. Yep. Alrighty, Maniacal getting hit. Maniacal gonna get his. I believe he'll have his tempered out of Billy Mays. That's where the other sword blendation found was. I agree with that 100%, Cackup. It's always fun to see sequence breaks, and route divergence is one of my favorite things to see in these randomizers. I'm not a big fan. I'm not a fan of. There's one way to do it. Who can do it fastest? I do get why people like that, though. Magnus makes a good point. Blendation is avoiding wrecked ship. Not sure why. Pretty well, Blendation is going to go. Looks like he got his glove, and he is gonna use that and finish Desert. We have not seen the Lambolas yet. Have we seen both prices in Desert, or is it possible for Lambolas to have one of them? Link to the past, kid. It does not matter what order you do them in. If you beat Mother Brain first, if you beat Mother Brain second, you do the Super Metroid Escape. If you beat Ganon second, you just walk across the bridge. If you beat Ganon first, then you'll just respawn on top of Ganon's of the pyramid after crossing the bridge. If you beat Mother Brain first, the escape sequence will be a little different, and it'll stop when you get back into Criteria. Alright, Maniacal turning his mushroom in, it looks like. Alright, there is the compass. Maniacal gonna buy a couple of bottles of Mountain Dew Voltage here. Heading back to Kakariko. Looks. Oh, he's got the hammer. He's gonna check Magic Bat. Yeah, like to the past. There was a sword in. There was one early sword. I can't remember. He got. Okay, there's our Fisher Price shield from the bat. Yeah, Chad, if you can give me a hint here, I'm blanking on where the swords were aside from the one in Billy Mays. There was a sword in Desert. Did Maniacal get that one? Bowling Chozo and Wreck Ship, thank you. Yeah, Desert, Bowling Chozo. Backup, you do anything special with the vodka? I'm personally partial to Bloody Marys. Alright, Maniacal got his Moon Pearl off the top of Spectacle Rock. As Blendation is gonna fight the Lambolas. Ooh, he ran out of magic. And yes, okay, Dark World map check. Red Crystal Turtle Rock. Green Pendant. Skull Wood, so we knew that. We've got everything we need for Turtle Rock, except maybe the medallion if it's ether. Let's see what we got here. Red Rupee, arrow capacity, bottle, super missiles. That's kind of underwhelming. Okay, cool pop about. If I'm looking at what I see on the tracker right, the last pendant has to be Ice Palace because everything else is marked. A pedestal is just a bomb capacity upgrade. Okay, so Pod and Thieves Town are the other crystals. Do I have that right? What I'm seeing? Am I seeing that right? Thank you. Okay, so Ice Palace is a crystal. I just didn't quite see that right. I was looking at Maniacal's tracker. Oh, there's our speed booster. That opened up. I think the only item that opened up is Waterway. And that's a very out of the way check, especially considering both our runners have done Big Pink. Billy, you are absolutely right, Billy. Old terrain escape shaft. I forgot about that. All right, Blendation finally in the castle dungeon. It was just blueberries. Yeah, and Link to the Past, and we are well past aside from ammo, we are well past go mode for Super Metroid. And yeah, as I've said a few times, Super Metroid glitchless low percent is only 15 items, and I believe it's 9 of them are health or ammo. Yeah. 5 packs of missiles, 5 packs of missiles split between regular and supers. Usually it's 3 and 2. But it's 5. 1 pack of power bombs. 1, 2, 3 energy tanks. Yeah, and then the rest is all key items. Oh no, Blendation is doing Angle 1. Maniacal does diver down here. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but what it does is it causes you to use a jump down. It causes you to use a jump down ledge transition instead of a jump into water transition. Okay, 84, yes, lower deck was checked. It's nothing. Okay, so lower Norfair access. We could get that with mitts to get us to the Mire area and then take the cross game portal. Space jump would get us through the lava dive. I think that's it. Magnus, you need at least more ball and one pack of power bombs because there's an orange door. There's a power bomb door on the way there. So it looks like Maniacal is doing left side swamp here. Ooh, there's our magic kit. That's access to the bumper ledge. Alrighty, Aghanim 1. Guaranteed reflectable shot, 3 50/50s, lightning blast, repeat. Maniacal doing diver down again. Another red rupee. Alrighty, Maniacal grabs a key here, and that'll get him to Argus. Alright, Blendation's had two lightning blasts now, so there is the last one. Seems like Aga was kind of trolly with the blue balls. And Pyramid Ledge is bust. That's Argus down for 10 arrows. The Nation taking his time and probably marking his own personal tracker with what's where. Yeah, Billy Blaine got the lamp from the post Krakenmeyer powerbomb room. Great. Maniacal checks the Bombos tablet. It's nothing. Blendation's checking Catfish. That's nothing. Yeah, Billy, there's only so much room on the trackers, and lesser important items are some of the lesser important items are omitted. Since it has to track both the Super Metroid and the Link to the Past items. Alrighty, let's see where Maniacal is heading to. It looks like Blandation is going to check King's Tomb. Oh, Maniacal is backdooring Meridia through the cross-game portal there. Did I just see Space jump at King's Tomb? So I was watching Maniacal. Okay, yes, that's our campfire. That's our Lower Norfair access. Nation also checking the desert ledge here. Just super missiles, but those are always welcome until we find the charge beam, if we do. Yes, Meyer. Yeah, that is Meyer access through the cross game portal in Lower Norfair. Monaco gonna break these turrets open so that they're not constantly starting to snipe him during the fight. Link to the basket. Yeah. King's Tomb was King's Tomb was gotten to with a mirror trick. It's got the space jump. Looks like Monaco just did a one pass on Dragon. Very nice. The little Eviers look like poplars. Dragon himself is too big. Dragon item is missiles. Monaco does a short charge to get his Shine Spark, to get out of Dragon's room. That functions because the variable that controls if Samus has speed echoes only increment on a specific frame of the running animation, while her actual speed increases the whole time the run button is held down. So if you tap the run button around the magic frame, you can get speed echoes while moving slowly. Alrighty, Blendation heading for Thieves Town. I believe there are 4 prizes here. There's one of them. Second prize, energy tank. Monaco heading through Cacatac Alley to get to the plasma beam room. Big key has to be in the front 4 chests because of the way the dungeon is laid out. And blue boomerang, price 3 of 4. And Monaco's just going to reset out of the plasma beam room because that is way out of the way. That is the only item in the front of Meridia, and you can't even get to it until you've gone all the way through and beaten Dragon. Yeah, the front of Meridia being so barren is why you almost always see runners enter through the tube at the Brinstar connecting area. Billy Bomb, it depends on which way you're going, but considering that Maniacal is heading back out through the cross game portal, he absolutely saved time by resetting there. Still looking for those mids and possibly ether. Link to the basket, no, we have not found the mids yet. Bad at nuclear physics, I got no fishing. Blind the punster strikes again. Very clean blind kill from Blandation. Simply just got to follow the script, hit him at the right intervals, and the fight always goes the same way. All right, so that's a pendant down for Blandation. I hope he... I don't remember... I know Maniacal checked Pat. I don't remember if Blandation did. If I wanted to be a troll Link, I would say I want them at Showcase Showdown in Super Metroid. That's a fun little spot that's hard locked by the space jump. Blendation into Skull Woods. There are 2 prizes here. So do I, Billy. So do I. Yeah, that was the space jump. It lets you do multiple jumps in the air in Super Metroid. It's going to be our access to. And Billy, that is exactly my thought as well. That is also a possibility, Papa Bell. Okay, I don't get what... Oh, that's right! Skull Woods is the green pendant. That's why Blandation's doing it. Okay, not sure. Oh, he's waiting for the Wall Master. Okay. Alright, Mothula, a very well-programmed boss. Moving spikes, conveyor belt floor. If he gets hit into the spikes, the hit does no damage. This fight makes me cry. But Blandation gets it done. Or an energy tank. Alright, Maniacal checking Spike Cave. For some power bombs. Alright, it looks like Blandation is going back in to try to get the other prize out of here. Maniacal is back into Super Metroid. Yeah, for sure he's gonna go take care of Ridley. And just goes blazing down Frog Speedway. Backtracks to pick up the power bombs. Those are the enemies are actually called B-toms, I believe. And they are almost guaranteed to drop power bombs if your power bombs are not full. Bubble Mountain item is just missiles. We probably saw that from Blendation. We're not going to stop off in the bug tube room and reload. And there's the other prize in Skull Woods, a heart container. Alright, it looks like Blendation's heading for the dig game. Always the same number of digs for both players, so we'll see. $16 digs for a reserve tank. Oof. Alright, Maniacal fighting the gold Torizo. Having a few technical difficulties on my side, so I missed what was the Showcase Showdown. Energy tank at the post gold Torizo. Ready. And it looks like Maniacal is going to head through the cross-game portal to the Meyer area. Ready. Meyer is Bombos. We have that. Go to Mirror and check Checkerboard Cave. Yeah, I usually hesitate to call a lead until at least someone is in go mode. Ooh, there's our charge beam. All right, so Maniacal no longer needs to worry about ammo. So yeah, this is absolutely Maniacal's race to lose at this point, at least between the two, at least between him and Blendation. Already 2 items here in the Meyer shed. Nothing really doing there. Honestly, I think the only thing that's gonna save Blendation now is if that green pendant is the Mets. Maniacal is getting started on Meyer. Two prizes in here, as I recall. There's the big key for Maniacal. The only thing I can think of right now is that Blandation, someone chat called earlier, Blandation doesn't realize that the grapple beam is his access to Wreck Ship. That he has to get there at some point. That's the only, there's nothing else left that he can really do. Alrighty, he saves his game. That hard resets to spawn back in Super Metroid, and we'll see where he goes from here. We haven't seen Pod at all. Okay, Blandation is checking Shaft Supers with that speed booster. And that's just a bomb capacity upgrade. The only other check that speed booster unlocks is Waterway, which is below Big Pink. Meantime, Maniacal has pretty much go moded Meyer, it looks like, and is already to Vitreous. Using Cape Strats to take out the little eyeballs. And switching to his bow for the big one. Yeah, Blandation is definitely going for Waterway now. And that is crystal number 4 for Maniacal. Looks like Monaco went back into Meyer to look for the second prize. And nothing doing in Waterway. Doesn't look like it. right, so Maniacal is definitively a mitts away from go mode. It looks like he realized he needs to get a key. Pyromancer, he could be turning in that green pendant. He hasn't done that yet. Yep, there we go. Nothing. I think he did get both items. I'm not sure. Yes, Pod is a pendant. All right, Maniacal back into desert. Plantation is moving. Yeah, he's onto the Bowlock side. I could see, as heartbreaking as it would be, I could see that maybe he mismarked his tracker and forgot that he hasn't done it. Maniacal taking the cross game portal back to Lower Norfair. Yeah, even without that charge beam, Maniacal now has enough ammo to do Mother Brain without it. And beyond enough to do Ridley. Yeah, somehow, Billy, I've never actually played one of these myself, just on the commentary, but I could see myself doing it without a tracker as well. I'm really good at keeping track of little stuff like that in my head. Mickey Mouse Room is just a missile tank. Don't think Blendation has found anything in Pod yet, or you guys probably would have let me know. And yes, that is it. Worst place is somewhere you think you've been, but haven't. Blendation into the dark maze as Maniacal is heading down to the Key Hunter room here. Space jump. Screw attack just gives them. A buck in the big chest. Oof. Alrighty, power bombs of shame is a bloopy. Okay, going through the first spike platform. Alright, let's see where he's going. Okay, yeah, he's... Oh, okay, he's turning up the speed booster. Thank God. Alrighty, Maniacal is at Ridley. Ridley has 18,000 health, like I mentioned earlier. Charged Wave Plasma does 750 damage, so he'll need 24 shots with that. I wonder if Blendation wasn't sure how he'd get across the ocean here, and that's why he put this off for so long. Alrighty, very clean Ridley fight for Maniacal. One item behind him, and we'll see what that is. Another bloopy. Warlord Ray, we are still looking for mitts for go mode. Mitts also gets him into Ice Palace, right? But once Maniacal is done with Lord Warfare, we will have seen everything in Super Metroid. Very clean movement up this room. Jail item is the Ice Beam. He might take the time for that, but probably not. Oh yes, we haven't seen Shack Tool. Everything up that but him. Power bombs at the Hoarder Ruby special. I believe that is vanilla. And yeah, Maniacal is gonna do this to get to jail. That Ice Beam will maximize the power of his charge beam, and it will also save him some time at the end of the game when he's doing the Metroids in Torian. Yeah, the last item out in here is the Franker Z room. After that, the only item left in Super Metroid is Shack Tool. And there it is. 1 hour, 59 minutes, 40 seconds. Maniacal is in go mode. Alrighty. Maniacal has Ice Palace, Turtle Rock, Cadence Tower, Torian. That's it. There. I hate to be a doomsayer, but I don't see any way Blandation can bring this back. Alrighty, folks, I gotta make another quick run upstairs. I'll be back as soon as I can. Alrighty, looks like I'm back just in time to see Maniacal find the big key. And what else is he looking for to make it through Ice Palace? Number of small keys, I would think. All right. Yep, Maniacal is already to cold stare. That was fast. All right, Maniacal. Yeah, Maniacal's either going to have to burn a potion or use bombos to melt the shell. Chooses to use bombos. Making that cold stare fight look like it's absolutely nothing. If I remember my items right, Blendation's third sword will be here. Yep. Maniacal buying some more potions. Yep, that's what he's doing. And that cold fight was a thing of beauty. Anybody want to take bets on what the Turtle Rock medallion was? It's completely irrelevant, but I'm gonna say it was Vanilla Quick. It looks like Maniacal's just making quick checks on his way, hoping to find the supers or maybe the gold sword. Silvers or gold sword. And he finds them. Lucky ducky. And it was quick. Looks like he didn't get close enough the first time he used it. How often does that happen? Like, you whiff the medallion use. You know, what all are we looking for to go mode Turtle Rock? Big key, couple small keys. Three smalls and the big key. Got it. Alrighty, Maniacal's got two small keys. Internet's misbehaving a little bit. Did he find the big key? Okay, so that's three small keys. Is that all the places? Is right here all the places you need them? Is it those 3 doors the Maniacal just went through that you need? Alrighty, learn something new today. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see now. Plantation got the high jump boots above what's it called, Gol Torizo. Yeah, those are, in my opinion, those are the best item you don't think about. You don't realize until you play the game without them just how much they help your movement potential. Hey, Blendation will get his charge beam out of Checkerboard Cave. Okay, so there's one more door. Oh, Maniacal never got that lamp. Maniacal did not bet on Croc. I forgot about that. Okay, chat, I am so sorry about that, but the commentary stream seemed to have completely died on me. I don't know what happened, but I'm watching your restream now, and so let's get that Gannis Tower Big Key guessing in going real quick. Quick reminder, 22 locations in Gannis Tower where that big key can be. Guess 1 to 22. Okay, it's back. I had to actually refresh the page instead of pause and just unpause and unpause. Sorry about that. And I'm gonna go with my own standby. 4 always wins. Alrighty, going for chest 1 and 2 here. There's a big heart, and there's a key. And it looks like Maniacal may be going full right. Not stopping for tile room. Knuckles got to watch his magic. Even with three blue potions, he's using a lot of it with that fire rod. 3, 4. Oh, good grief. I didn't see what 5 and 6 were, but clearly they weren't it, or he wouldn't have. Maybe it was. Yeah. So if it was 6, okay, so yeah, he must not have found it yet. I had another lag spike. And there it is, number 10. And he's got 4 small keys. That'll be plenty for the ascent. Okay, that was 11. Looks like Mercarsist got it. Yeah, you're right, the torch. Duh. Okay. Alrighty, so Maniacal beginning the ascent up Ganon's tower. Alright, Blendation has made it to Vitreous, and we'll see how that goes for him. Alright, Maniacal heading up to the 4th floor gauntlet. Starts off with enemies and conveyors. Then you had a Beamos. Then you had spikes and another Beamos. And then just to add insult to injury, you had ice too. And then the last room is just a Beamos and a Medusa head. A little underwhelming. Alrighty, moving on to Land Bolus 2. One shot each with the silver arrows will take them down if Maniacal can manage that. And again, tentacle H, I didn't even see. Literally blinked and missed it. Wizrobe strats, Samaria strats on the Wizrobes. Alrighty, and we are into Moldorm 2. Oh my gosh. These hitches are just throwing me off. Gets missiles out of the final chest. I know how you feel, Billy Bum. Like, I feel like I can't do it at this level, so why should I even try? Alrighty, Aga 2, the trigonometry boss. And yet again, blinked and missed. Like I said earlier, Maniacal and Blendation are just putting on clinics here. Alrighty, now Ganon has 4 phases. Phases 1 and 2 will take 12 hits each with that tempered sword. Phase 3 is always 4 hits, no matter what you have. And then phase 4 will be a hit to stun, and then 4 silver arrows while stunned. Monaco using Ganon's body to keep himself trapped in a corner and get more hits and better damage hits with the spins. Pops the cape to stay in. Alrighty, there's hit number 1 for phase 3. Got to be careful of the collapsing floor now. Meantime, Blendation is fighting Ridley with super missiles. Like I said, that's not the worst idea. They're slightly better DPS for him because of how quickly you can fire them and the fact that they do double damage. Maniacal does not get the torch glitch. He sets Ganon up here. 1, 2, double hit. And there must have been one I missed, because we got bacon, folks. Get your single G's in chat. Maniacal going to save and quit, then hard reset to respawn in Super Metroid, and he'll just have about 10-12 minutes worth of gameplay to clear Torian and beat the game. Alrighty, well, we've got some time. I'm going to ask, as once again, that you give our runners a follow. That's Blendation and Maniacal. And also the commentary team, myself and Cool Papa Bell 2282. And Maniacal is into Torian, going for the Metroids, freeze him with the Ice Beam, pump get a Super Missile or 5 regulars, and down they go. Metroid route 2 down, 2 to go, as Blendation is heading out of Lower Norfair. Blendation sees the ice beam in the jail. We'll see if he goes around for it. And Maniacal is through the Metroids. He's got the equipment to make the baby skips. The baby skip is reasonable to do it. It will save time if he can get it, so we'll see if he goes for it. going for it. That's the way. Get the baby looping around you so it can't grab on. Almost there. One more. Go for it. He got it. Very clean. Alrighty, and at 2 hours 25:20, Blandation is now in go mode. Or actually, no, not quite. He needs that space jump for his cannon fly into lower Norfair. And Maniacal going to actually destroy the Zebatites instead of glitching through them. I guess he'll just go through the second one instead of the first one. Mother Brain Phase 1 here has 3,000 health, and at least 18 projectiles have to hit her or the glass to finish breaking the glass. Oh, his tracker didn't say he had it, so okay. Alrighty, and Mother Brain has 18,000 health, same as Ridley here, so 20 charge shots will move us on to the Rainbow Beam phase. Restaurante de Mother Brain, there's some chicken nuggets, onion rings, more onion rings, the ketchup beam, and I think we saw the French fry beam too. Alrighty, is Monaco going to go for the stand-up? What he needs to do is quickly damage himself to under 100 energy here. He did it. All right. Now, I'm not exactly sure why this works, but the game is going to try to force him into the kneeling pose for the cutscene right there, and there will be one more spot where it checks for that. It'll look like that again as long as he's in the air. If he gets that right, then he'll be able to deal damage for Mother Brain Phase 3 while the baby Metroid is attached to him. Mother Brain Phase 3 has 36,000 health, and I believe it is just possible with tool-assisted precision to get her to 0 before the baby dies. Normally, though, a human will be able to get it to the point where you only need 1 or 2 hyper beam shots to do it. And there we go. I blinked and missed it again. How many shots was that? Was that... Three shots. Very well done, Mother Brain 3 from Maniacal. Oh no, Billy! This will absolutely be sub 230. The escape does not. The escape almost always takes less than a minute for a runner of Maniacal's caliber, and he's already over halfway through it. Cackup, I'll agree with that 100%. One of the first games I ever bought for myself. I've done so many different kinds of challenge runs, it's just so much fun. Alrighty, and Maniacal has finished in first place overall with a racetime.gg time of 2 hours 29:48. Alrighty, meantime, Blendation is getting his 6th crystal. No, 5th. He just has to do Swamp Palace, Turtle Rock, Dragon, and then Ganon and Mother Brain. And we'll see if Maniacal would like to come into the commentator's booth for a post-race interview. Maniacal says he will come in for an interview. It will be a few minutes. He's got something to do first. That is absolutely a valid point, Billy. It's faster to kill. Part of the reason it's faster to kill Ganon first is because once you do that, you can save and quit, then hard reset to respawn in Super Metroid since your last save was in Link Past. And that always puts you at the ship, which is conveniently very close to Torian. Alrighty, we've already seen pretty much everything, so there's not going to be a whole bunch new that Blendation can show us, but we'll see how he does. Right, Blendation gives us the diver down again. Making his way through Swamp Palace. In-game time 2:23:35.16. Nice. Blendation not realizing that he had wrecked ship access before he did, that really cost him. Alrighty, Neaterific in chat, he has finished in second place with a time of 2 hours 33:58. Very clean Argus fight from Blendation. Looked great. And that's crystal number 6. I agree, Maniacal. Ads are absolutely... are absolutely what, face? And now, Papa Bell, if you could, there should be an option on your tracker to invite Maniacal to the Discord for his interview. Alrighty, while we're waiting for Maniacal, Blendation is heading over to Dragon. Oh, and there is that microwave strat I was talking about. When the game is paused by the X-ray scope, invincibility frames still run out. So you activate the X-ray scope while a plasma beam shot is in Dragon. It will go right through him because he's not flagged to stop it, since he's the one who locks it. And then you unpause when the frames run out, do it again, and so on and so on and so on. In layman's terms, it's the Yellow Devil pause trick from the first Mega Man. Alrighty, we're having a bit of technical difficulty. I'm looking at the tracker. I can't find the option to invite Maniacal in for the interview, so we're just gonna. So he's in the chat, so we'll just have to talk to him there. So my standard question, Maniacal, standard question I always ask: how'd you feel about your routing throughout the scene?
Sorry, I missed the lag between the stream audio, which I now have muted, and whatever you just said, so I'm gonna need you to repeat that.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize you were in here. I was looking on the tracker for the invite button. I couldn't find it.
It found me, so thank you to whoever got it done.
Okay. So my standard question that I always lead off with: what did you feel best about in terms of the routing decisions you made throughout the scene?
This one was hilarious. I mean, there were a lot of things that I spiked at really weird times. I mean, obviously Wrecked Ship paid off when I was just like, let's scout moat, and then I hit the first frame, and I was like, if I hit the CWJ, we'll just do Wrecked Ship. And then Wrecked Ship actually had something, and I was like, oh, okay, well, that's pretty great. And then out of Meridia, just doing the quick hell run for Crumble Tower and hitting Plasma ahead of Bryn Loop. So I had like just an insane Bryn Loop loadout, and also hitting Kane, which turned out to be the only thing in Upper Norfair, because I was able to then just dodge doing all of the Upper Norfair. Felt really, really good. And doing the map check and dodging West Dark World worked out pretty great. But I took a lot of bait. So, you know, there were big things I dodged, big things that I hit on. So it's SMZ3.
Indeed it is. Real quick, Empathy Duck has finished in third place with a time of 2 hours 40:10. That having been said, was there anything about your running that you feel bad about in hindsight?
The early Meridia route was so greedy because gravity was out of logic. I knew that something had to show up in Bryn Loop or Retro, but I was worried that it was just going to be Lamp to like Pyramid Mirror or something silly like that. Just because of the way the seed was playing out. Early hookshot plus flippers is like a giant disaster tale. And so I kind of wanted to just avoid finding that lamp wherever it may have been, and I did actually. I did avoid finding the lamp, but did we see where the lamp is?
Post Crockemeyer Powerbomb.
Okay, Croc Peebs. It's interesting, but
yeah, that was the only thing of any note that was there.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense for it to be there. There weren't a lot of other places where it could have been. Oh, I loved that. This is the first time I've ever hit that key layout in Turtle Rock. It was insane. Being able to skip roller switch was just so good. It was just the absolute god TR, which felt really good. This is the first time I've ever gotten 0 items in Turtle Rock. So I was pretty excited that happened. Looks like I missed your boomerang, though.
And my other question, letter grade scale, how much fun did you have?
I have been so busy and just was really happy I got to play today. Definitely needed the break. And so, I'll give it like an A- B+. There were some things that weren't super fun about the seed, like a bunch of dry things, and then the oh god, where are Mitts? If Mitts are West Dark World, I'm going to lose by 30 minutes, sort of moments. But then they obviously hit in Lower Norfair Escape, which was, I won't say best possible location for them, but one of the very good locations that was left at that point, because there weren't a lot of ways that you were going to dodge doing Mire and Desert full clears if they were in Lower Norfair, and then they were the last possible item in Lower Norfair. So that, of all the things, that's probably the one that felt the best.
Yeah, we have Blandation checking pendant dungeons as well. So there wasn't a lot of spots left that we hadn't seen between the both of you.
Yeah, I mean, I stayed fully out of pendants. I mean, not that hard to do when the pendants are all Dark World and they're sort of at map locations that you aren't otherwise going to end up in. But at the same time, like, it was very reasonable to chase pendants in this seed, so I felt like I got pretty lucky being able to skip the pendants.
Yeah, Blandation wound up doing Skullwoods and Thievestown, and the green pendant was obviously nothing.
Yeah, I was getting suspicious of Skullwood's green pendant, especially because pre-race I was joking about goofing in Skullwoods again because I screwed something up in one of the weeklies I did recently, and like was ahead into Skullwoods, then left Kane there and just never found it and forfeited like 30 minutes after someone had finished. It was pretty funny.
Right, yeah, chat's pointing out based on the knowledge we have from Blandation, the only other, if Mitts weren't where you found them, the only other spot they could have been would have been Shack or Helmasaur.
Interesting. Did we find Grapple at any point?
Cathedral.
Okay, yeah, so they could have been Shack Tool for sure. The plasma check was also really greedy, but I just didn't want to have to go back for it. I was just hoping to dodge it, but I had so many locations open when I went to check plasma that if the item had actually been at plasma, I would have felt really filthy about it, because that would have been a pretty bad play that paid off. But I don't know. I felt like being thorough when I was in Meridia.
And like you said, it's SMZ3. Sometimes it just shakes out like that.
Exactly. SMZ3 tends to reward just being pretty thorough, so Thorough when you're in the area is I guess how I'll rephrase that, because like you don't want to go to completely blank areas and full clear a whole bunch of stuff. Obviously, that's obviously really slow, but making isolated skips tends to be pretty punishing if you end up in a hunt.
And I think I'm about out of things to ask. Do you have anything you'd like to add?
No, for playing cold though, I was really happy with some of my micro execution. There were some things that I obviously really goofed up, but just sort of room to room, I felt like I had a pretty clean run. Was really glad I was able to cobble it together and like squeeze out the 2-2x. I really didn't think when I was when I got big key and then mirrored, I looked at the timer and I thought that I probably was unlikely to 2-2x and basically needed at least a serviceable stand-up, which I went for a really conservative stand-up and baby skip and like not disaster Ganons and Agatus, and I was able to get basically what I needed out of it, obviously, but barely. But it did feel good to get a 229. Those are still fairly rare for me, so I'm always happy to not crack 230.
Always good to have goals.
Yeah, just thinking about how this one played out. I mean, staying away from Bryn Loop for a while, I felt like I was getting punished after a while, but ultimately it worked out okay. I missed my Varia and my boots, but if I have Varia early, I probably am clearing Upper Norfair before I end up in Wrecked Ship, and like the whole route just goes very, very differently. I just have completely different information. I don't know when I get to Wrecked Ship if I don't hit that CWJ, because I think the alternate route there is that I check Moat, go back, do Eastern, and then I probably come back when Eastern's blank and do Bryn Loop. And so this was definitely a seed that really swung on some pretty small details. So that's always cool.
Indeed. There was a lot of route divergence in the seed too, and I say all the time that divergent seeds are my favorites to watch.
Yeah, and I knew that obviously I was on the restream, and I knew Blandation was on the restream, and so I think it's always fun to see different routes to seeds, which is part of why I decided to explore Meridia early. Honestly, I was just sure that, I mean, Spring Ball was there. You could Spring Ball to Wrecked Ship, but that got removed from the logic, so people aren't really super keen on it. I figured I was almost assuredly first to Wrecked Ship, and therefore first to Gravity, and I wanted to try and push that and kind of see some interesting things, pursue some more interesting room strats, and kind of keep it fun on the restream.
It took Blandation quite a while to get there. He got the Power Glove and then just kind of noped out.
Yeah, and if I don't hit the CWJ frame, or if I miss the second frame, I'm grabbing the Power Glove there and then leaving as well, and gonna go do Back of Escape and then save and quit, do Eastern.
Now, we weren't sure what he was doing because he had the grapple beam when he was there.
Wrecked Ship sucks. That's what he was doing. He was dodging doing Wrecked Ship because it's horrible. I mean, my loadout wasn't great. I had this super awkward 4-round Fantoon that I botched, trying to get a little bit more of an on-screen Doppler in round 2. And I corroborate what Hitaka has to say. Meridia is in fact horrible. I found out how horrible Meridia was too, except for Shaktul. I never got there, but everything else.
Yeah, Meridia is pretty much always horrible, isn't it?
Sometimes it's loaded.
Today it wasn't.
So to follow Hitaka, I'm just going to go over the base route for this one. I ended up CWJing in direct ship because I just kind of hit the frame and got gravity early and went into Meridia trying to just push gravity. So I did a really dumb Meridia through sand pits and things and did a bunch of resetting. Wasted a bunch of time there, but fully dodged all the pendants in West Dark World. So that and dodging Upper Norfair were the things that let me finish fast. And also I had really solid for me execution screen to screen. I was happy again with my play, so felt good. Always nice to win one of these weeklies. It's a rare enough event for me that I'm happy. Oh yeah, I hell ran Kane and Plasma and then left and never went back because I got mitts from Lower Norfair.
Yeah, everything just kind of shook out in your favor this week, it looked like.
Yeah, it was a really fortunate route. Like when I hit mitts where I did, I just laughed because you have to be in Upper Norfair and then you have to get exactly like the Ice Beam location, which is super breakable. And then I also had Plasma and Screw Attack ahead of doing Bryn Loop, and just it was pretty funny. My Crumble Tower was hilarious where I couldn't jump on the last block and my energy was just bleeding out. I got a good laugh out of that one. I had the Crystal Flash though, so it wasn't so bad. See, Hitaka has the Cosmic Brain play of, can we get this double triple? Oh no, that triple was nice though from Blandation a minute ago. I'm watching it way later than everyone else.
Yeah.
But he's having a nice Aga too, as I'm seeing it right now.
Yeah, Spring Ball out of Crumble Tower is kind of definitely one of those big brain plays that I never would have thought of.
It's funny though, because I quick dropped to get the E-Tank in early supers and then used Spring Ball to buffer the jump to get out of there, just kind of as a meme. And yet I didn't think to do it in Crumble Tower for who knows what reason. Mostly because I didn't think I would need it. And then I broke spin too early and took the hit from the Sova on the top blocks, and then things went bad from there.
Hitaka rating our stream with himself, because I guess why not?
I'm trying to think if there's anything too much else to comment on with this one. I mean, that Turtle Rock layout was my favorite part of the seed by a lot. I've never gotten to skip the roller switch chest, ever. But hitting 2 small keys and big key before Chomps, and then Chomps being a small key is just absolutely insane. Like, that's such a low percent key layout, and I was just over the moon that I actually got to hit it.
Yeah, from what I've seen, just in general, that could for Go mode that could not have been a better layout.
No, it was the absolute God Turtle Rock layout. Really, really cool to get to see that and to get to play it. I had fun. And yeah, then spiking silvers when I was like greed checking things, because I was like, I can still find lamp, silvers, and half magic, all of which probably speed up Turtle Rock, at least differentially. I mean, not silvers, but at least silvers would be worth grabbing. So I wasn't going to do hookshot post Turtle Rock, but doing it pre Turtle Rock, just because I've gotten off track on the Dark Room in Turtle Rock a couple times recently, and that alone, like if that happens a quarter of the time, it's worth the time save.
Like I said, just everything fell into place for you this week.
Yeah, it was definitely a fortunate break. I think Silvers in Hookshot Cave was sort of the last part that was hilarious.
All Alrighty, in the meantime, Blendation has made bacon. He's getting ready to head over to Super Metroid. And I think this time I've actually run out of things to say. Been a pleasure having you here, Maniacal. Do you have anything else you want to finish up with?
Nah, just GG to everyone, Niterific, Apathy Duck, PP-chan, Hitaka. Looks like SP Ridley just finished up. GG to Blandation. Thanks for having me on the restream, and I'm glad that it was an enjoyable one to watch. I tried to keep it kind of fun. I had fun with it, and
I've been having fun commentating.
Yeah, I'm glad that I was able to win, and hopefully I get a chance to play one of these. I don't think I'll be able to do any of the ones this week, but definitely again the following week.
Alrighty, if that's all you've got, then we'll see you next mission.
Cheers. Take it easy.
Cheers. Alrighty, while we've been chatting with Maniacal, we've had PP-chan finished in 4th place at 2 hours 41:26. Hitaka finished in 5th place at 2 hours 48 even. And SP Ridley finished in 6th place at 2 hours 56:10. Meantime, Blendation is in Torian. He's fighting the Metroids. Having a little trouble. Alright, he's off into Metroid Room 3. Boom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. One Metroid room left. Rupee strats on the Metroids here. Takes them all out with one shot, and he's through. I don't know if Blendation knows the baby skip strats, but we will see. Okay, he's taking intentional damage. If he knows it, he's not going for it. I guess he kind of sort of changed his mind about that. And facing to the right here means that Samus's stand-up is about 45 frames faster than if you're facing to the left. I'm not sure why that is. Alrighty, while Blendation is finishing this up, I'm going to take a look at the Speed Gaming schedule, see what we can update you for. Over on Speed Gaming Prime, we've got the SNES Superstars Marathon going on. Current run playing, I believe, is Lufia 2, Rise of the Sinistrals. After that will be Crayon Shin-chan 2, Daimao no Gyakushu. And after that will be Mayu O. Looks like we've got tomorrow morning, we've got Super Mario Land 2 at 8 a.m. on no channel assigned yet. At least if and then tomorrow at 1 o'clock, we've got a race in the Link to the Past Rando League Season 3 Invitational. a daily at 2 p.m. And then around 6 p.m. another race in the league season, the Link to the Past Rando League Season 3 Invitational. Okay, yeah, Blandation is not going for the baby skip. No, not baby skip. Stand-up glitch. So when he gets his hyper beam after this cutscene, he will need 40 shots to, 36 shots to finish off Mother Brain. Alrighty, and we've just had MM2 NES cartridge finish in 7th place with a time of 3 hours, 2 minutes 10. As Blandation is about to get the hyper beam. And we've now had Zeruvian finish in 8th place with a time of 3 hours, 2:32. And something I always say about these races, with how long they typically run, the fact that runners often finish within minutes, if not seconds of each other, it just blows my mind. Alrighty, Blandation on his way out of Torian. And Blandation out into the parlor. Not much left. We'll see if he makes the sub 1 minute escape. He is not saving the animals. Although really, why would you? Alrighty. And Blandation has finished in 9th place with a time of 3 hours, 3:40. Meantime, Tony T. Young has finished in 10th place with a time of 3 hours, 4:18. And Blandation has agreed to be interviewed, so we'll get him in here as soon as we can. And we are joined by Blandation. GG.
GG. I hope you all enjoyed the scenic route.
We were rather puzzled about why you were taking the scenic route to the degree that you were. Care to share?
Sure. Well, Wreck Ship deserves no respect whatsoever. So, I didn't give it any based on the last, several races I did. But, of course, Hammer had to be in the worst possible spot. But that's alright. I think the funniest thing about it was, as soon as I went to Dark World, I saw what the pennants were, and I was just like, this really stinks. But it was alright.
So avoiding Red Ship was intentional.
Yes, it was. It deserves no respect.
We were all concerned that you had forgotten that grapple beam was logical access to it, because you had.
No, yeah, it's the funniest thing about it was I was leaning towards that until I found a lamp in Croc. Well, actually I had bomb too, so that doesn't really count. But I didn't think about that at the time. It's just the items that I had kind of lined up to lean towards it, and I didn't want to do a very slow wreck ship and get punished by it, but unfortunately it just wasn't the way it turned out.
Real quick, Ake here has now finished in 11th place for the time of 3 hours 6:43. And that having been said, my standard issue question, what did you feel best about in terms of your routing decisions throughout the seed?
Going to LN immediately, I liked, because it helped me skip all of Meridia. So I was able to skip at least a big chunk of something.
Yeah, Meridia was pretty barren today.
Looks like Maniacal found silvers. Where were they? I saw they were in Dark World, I just don't know where.
Third chest in Hookshot Cave.
Okay. Nice, walked right past it. That's alright.
He was already beyond in go mode when he was checking that. He was just being greedy.
Sometimes greed pays off.
Indeed it does. And the other question I like to ask, letter grade scale, how much fun did you have tonight?
I actually enjoyed this one, even though I just took the dumbest route possible. It was just, it was a good time, and actually one of the better times I've had in a while. I was actually hoping I could still sub 3 it. I came pretty close, but for doing pretty much all dungeons in Link to the Past, it was not that bad.
In the meantime, we've also had Freddy and 3K finish in 12th place at the time of 3 hours 7:41. Well, let me think. Okay, you've told us what you felt good about in your routing decisions. Was there anything you felt bad about with the benefit of hindsight?
So you guys probably saw I almost went back to desert without a glove, and I realized it as soon as I opened it. So that would have been like a triple dip, which would have been pretty dumb, but I realized it at the last second, and I thought to myself, well, there could actually be a glove in there after I fluted away, but thankfully there wasn't.
Yeah, you definitely made the right decision stepping back.
Yeah.
Let me think. I don't have a whole lot to ask, because we've seen just about everything everywhere. Is there any particular spots that you're glad didn't have progression?
I guess it was good to have Titan's Go mode. I'm assuming most other racers did, because I'm trying to line up how, unless you skip out on Ice Beam for Samaria. I'm trying to think of where else you could get caught.
Yeah, between you and Maniacal, by the time he found the mitts, which were his go mode item, the only other place it could have been would have been Shack Tool, or I think somewhere else in Link to the Past.
I see. Yeah, I think I routed all of Dark World except for Spike Cave and obviously Mitt's locations.
Yeah, Halbersaur King was the one other place it could have been.
Right. No, actually, didn't he have the map? He might have had the map. Unless I'm remembering incorrectly. My short-term memory on these things are really bad.
I have a feeling it's part of why I don't do these often.
Yeah, but still a good time.
Well, anything else you'd like to add?
Not really. I just the only downside again was kind of like how the penance lined up. So the time I had to spend to commit, because if I had to redip, you know, Thieves Town or Skull Woods and pass them on the first go around, I would have had to go the long way since I skipped out on Wreck Ship. So I felt like I had to commit to that, and it was just kind of unfortunate that they couldn't be crystal dungeons to at least get them done ahead of time. But again, that's my fault, and I'm not really that upset about it.
I gotcha.
But thanks for having me.
Yeah, I had fun watching. So unless you've got anything else you'd like to say, I think we're about ready to call it.
Nope. Thanks again. GG's.
GG.